इस वीडियो में मैं आपको 20 एडवांस्ड व्लॉगिंग टिप्स बताऊंगा और इन द एंड आई विल गिव यू अ पावरफुल स्टोरी टेलिंग फार्मूला जिससे आपकी व्लॉगिंग एक इंटरमीडिएट से एडवांस लेवल तक चली जाएगी। सो स्टे ट्यून। टिप नंबर 1, विजुअल सबटेक्स्ट। अब विजुअल सबटेक्स्ट क्या होता है? यू डोंट हैव टू टॉक अबाउट स्टफ इफ यू कैन शो दैट इन योर वीडियो। अगर आप व्लॉग में कुछ दिखा रहे हैं, डोंट टॉक अबाउट इट। व्यूअर्स आर नॉट डम, they can see. Color psychology. You have to know about the color palette, how colors impact about with emotions. ये stuff बहुत important है। क्यों? जिस तरह मैं आपको कुछ basic colors बता देता हूँ and you can learn from it. Blue color is for loneliness. Red color is for danger or passion. Green is for sickness. Yellow is for madness and hope, depending on the context. The third tip is frame within a frame. ये बहुत पॉपुलर टिप है लेकिन लोगों को प्रॉपरली यूज़ नहीं करनी आती और ये नहीं पता होता कि कब कौन सा फ्रेम कैसे यूज़ करना। मोटिवेट कैमरा मूवमेंट। यू नीड टू लर्न अबाउट पुश इन, पुश आउट, हैंड होल्ड एंड व्हेन टू यूज़ लॉक्ड ऑफ स्टॉफ। Sometimes simple shots are enough. A still camera will create a lot of impact, but push-ins are normally for the realization of your character. Push back is for loneliness. You want to give the space to your subject. Handheld is for chaos, fun, everything is moving, your character is in fun. Tip number 6 is foreground, background and midground. You have to know कब कौन सी चीज़ फोकस में रखनी है, कौन सी चीज़ बैकग्राउंड में है, फोरग्राउंड में आपको इसको चाहिए नहीं चाहिए. So you have to know that. And for that you need a proper camera if you're taking vlogging seriously. Leading lines, which is our tip number 7. Normally लोगों का ये मानना है we are not taking pictures, why we need leading lines in the video, which is totally wrong. Yes, in the video there are leading lines and you should know when to put your subject where. Your leading lines are basically the classes. That's how your audience see or where to see. The 8th one is my favorite, how to use negative space. I love that. If you are showing your subject is really depressed or in an uncomfortable situation, you can put it like extreme right or extreme left to your frame. That how just the placement of your subject can change the mood and the impact of the story that you're trying to tell. The 9th tip is visual foreshadowing. I love this. You have to implant like what's going to come in the video, like really early on. You have to give the audience hint कि अच्छा यहाँ पे ये होने लगा। एक अगर आप फॉर एग्जांपल एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट दिखाने लगे या उसकी या आपके सब्जेक्ट की लाइफ में कुछ बहुत बुरा होने लगा है, you can just drop a glass and break it, or you can shut the door like really strong, like it will show like something bad is going to come, and these hint will like really connect the dots. Your audience is not dumb. If you're giving these stuff to your audience, eventually you're giving the best experience. Match cut, like it's a really popular one, everyone knows about it, it's a really great one. What is match cut? This is our 10th tip. Match cut is, for example, you close the book, the subject is closing the book, and the next part in the next clip maybe you can start with a door which is opening and you can in the edit join it and it will move seamlessly without the audience feeling like there is a hard cut there. Now symbolism, that's our 11th tip. How to use symbolism is sometimes tricky. For example, you have to show ke time guzar raha hai sara. Having a clip which is for fast forward, it's much better. You can show a clock and the time is moving and it will show and give a sense to your audience कि like actually time थोड़ा spend हो चुका है वहाँ पे. 12th tip is contrast. Place the opposite subjects together. How? Mostly ये commercials में बहुत use होती हैं. Like you can play happy music at tragic time. You can use a bright room but your character is like really depressed. Child playing while the adults are arguing. Why we use the contrast now? यही सवाल होगा to get attention. If you see a happy music at a tragic event, you will keep thinking about, whoa, what's going on? क्यों? क्या reason है? And that's the hardest part, how to keep attention and retention of your audience, especially in the vlogs. Like vlogs are not like crazy cool stuff that you are doing. It's just an everyday thing. So you have to find some ways to keep audience watching your video, and contrast is one of the best tricks that you can use. This is our 13th tip. You have to know when to use the soft light, when to use the hard light, backlight, and it will create and impact the mood. Like, yes, it's vlog, you don't need to worry about the lighting setup, but still, if you find a soft place for a light, try to shoot it there. Or if you want to talk about something really impactful, hard, go and stand in front of a sun to create a hard shadow while talking. How to use the camera angle to show the progression. Maybe in the start of the vlog, you can start with a really tight lens, like this. Your character is really at the beginning of your story. It's very composed, very narrowed down. It's trapped. But as your character move and grow, you can end your vlog with a really wide angle and show like now your character is have a big space, a big place to move around. He actually achieves something. The 17th tip is, no, the 16th, yes. The 16th tip is repetition. Now, what the hell is repetition? Repetition ये होता है कि जब आप एक ही क्लिप बार बार यूज़ करो, लेकिन हर दफ़ा जब आप वो क्लिप यूज़ करो, अगली दफ़ा से ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन उस क्लिप के साथ अटैच करो. This is something advanced. You have to play with it to know like when to use it and when to not use it, but it can create a big impact. 18 is environmental storytelling. Sometimes you just don't need to tell the story. The area you are around, if you're traveling, it will tell you the story. कई दफ़ा होता है कि आप यहाँ खड़े होकर कहते हैं yes, ये वाला part मेरी story के लिए perfect है, and this is where I shoot. So you have to find those places. Sometimes you have to see the world through an point of view of your audience, and sometimes the audience really want to see the world from your POV. So this is something you have to keep a balance, जो कि normally लोग नहीं कर पाते सही से. So you have to find a sweet spot, how to use it, POVs in your vlog. As I promise, I'm going to give you a powerful storytelling formula. So whenever you vlog next time, you have to ask these questions to yourself. What is the character feeling? Which is mostly in the case is you. What are you feeling right now? How can you show what you are feeling? What does your audience normally notice and how your audience notice things? The last one is why you are putting a camera there. Why the camera angle or the camera movement can be something different. If you keep these things every time you turn on your camera and record, trust me, you're going to step up your vlogging game.